Title of this video is Why You Have to Sell Women a Dream. Ooh, I like where this is going. Let's see.
But I do think men can be manipulative when it comes to, like, if it's going to benefit them. Like how you had spoke on in the podcast.
Number one, everyone's manipulative. Everyone is doing some type of manipulation for them to get what they want. Bottom line, who cares?
That's about, sometimes don't even tell the girl.
I thought you were about to say, like, how you parked in that handicap spot. But go ahead.
Go ahead. And that too.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I guess that wasn't, necessarily hurtful towards anyone. But, how you had spoken on, hey, you're dating multiple girls. Like, don't tell them. And I've seen that happen.
No, I said that's the best way if you got to do it. I said I started off saying you should be honest, and my buddy, who's now a PhD therapist, said, nah, you got to lie to him. And I said it turns out that the women are going to behave better when they're lied to. When you sell them that dream.
When they're lied to?
When you sell them that dream. You sell them that dream.
Okay, so then isn't that manipulative?
I think it depends. So I look at it in terms of...
Well, before he gives his thing, because he definitely got game, I would give mine real quick. Yes, but again, and so what? If she straight up asks you, that is lying. I would suggest to steer clear away from lying. But then again, who am I to tell you what to do? Like that. This is one thing that I harp on. Like, if you're doing something and it truly does work, I can't come with a moral high ground to tell you, hey, stop doing this, unless it's like truly despicable, like you beating a bitch or something. Like other than that, like, you gonna do you, she gonna do her, she gonna make the choices, she can be smart enough to know when you fucking lying, when you're not lying, etc. Bitches lie all the time with fucking breast implants, eyelashes, heels, etc., etc., etc. We don't shame them for lying, right? So why the fuck are we shaming men for using our words to lie versus our visual to lie? I don't know. Something to think about. But let me know if I'm wrong.
Intentionality. Are you being malicious? Are you doing it to use the woman? Or is there any goodness in what you're doing? So, for example, sometimes you have to decide on how you give out information. An example. There was a time that one of my mother's siblings passed away. Her brother passed away. And my mother had a number of important things to do over the next 24 hours. And so I was informed that her brother had passed away, but I knew the moment I told her, she was going to fall apart. And she was not going to be able to do anything. So as a man and as the leader, I said, I'm going to withhold this information, also known as the truth, until you do what you need to do, which I know to be important in your life over the next 24 hours. And then I will tell you, and I will tell you that I decided not to tell you for 24 hours.
Okay.
At which point I knew she would be angry and be mad and sad, but I actually saved her a whole 24 hours of being sad about something she had no control over. So as a leader, sometimes you decide who gets what information, if you're not malicious, like I did that to help her out. If you're not malicious about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I think you're right, a lot of people can be malicious, male and female included.
Yes.
I do think, and I understand and I respect that. I'm sure you were in a, it was a tough position, and you just...
It wasn't tough at all. It was easy, yeah.
Well, I think to some people, I would probably feel kind of bad and be like, the right thing to do is to tell my mom, but she, needs to get these things done.
No, see, that's not... This is why I always have a problem with these words of good, bad, right, wrong, etc. because it's so subjective. You can't tell someone what's right and wrong. Like, you literally can't unless you come from a moral, objective standard that they themselves would agree with. Then, if y'all both are operating under the same moral code or moral compass, then yes, y'all can tell each other, hey, that was bad because in, I don't know, Exodus 1:1, it says to not hide information. I don't know. I'm making up some shit at the top of my mind. Obviously, don't go to Exodus 1:21 and look up the shit because it's not there. But you can't operate on that unless y'all have the same exact moral compass or moral thing that y'all both are going by. Other than that, what's right to me could be wrong for you, and what's wrong for you could be right to me.
And so, I mean, maybe it wasn't hard for you, but maybe to some other people it was. But when men are in, when they're dating someone and, you're deciding to live a double life, you're deciding to go and do this.
You're a double agent. You're the CIA out here.
I mean, I think that's, obviously their intent is not to, I'm going to hurt this person that I'm with, but it is selfish. It is malicious. Like, it is hurtful to their partner.
I don't know what a partner is, but it is.
It is hurtful to their wife. It is hurtful to their girlfriend. It is hurtful to their significant other.
When you say selfish, that makes sense. Yes. And then you said malicious.
I don't necessarily agree.
Is it malicious because it's selfish, or is it malicious because it's malicious?
That's a great question, Saint.
A little bit of both, I think.
See, because I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish. Because you do something for yourself doesn't mean you're also at the same time doing something that hurts someone else.
But it is, though. If you're lying about that, if you have to lie about, hey, let's say you have a girlfriend, if you have to lie because you're having this relationship with someone else, like that, you're being malicious. Yeah, because you think it's, you know, it's not in your benefit to tell the person that you are with about this other person.
Might not even be her benefit.
But you're lying.
Correct.
Unless you have a situation, like you said before, hey, your girls are okay with you dating other people, but in a lot of situations, that's not the case. In a lot of relationships, that's not the case. So then I think that is malicious. And I think, you know, heartbreak, you know, people bring home diseases, people get other people pregnant. Like, I think that's...
Shout out to the blacks and the Latinos. Okay, I think we agree that lying is generally bad. Yeah. So honesty is better. Yes. Honesty is better. I think we agree there.
No. He was very specific with his word, miss. Do not try to quote him differently. He said, generally speaking, lying is bad. And she said, yes, lying is bad. No, he didn't say that. He said, generally speaking, lying bad. Because in certain circumstances, lying could actually be good. Even if y'all have the same moral compass of it being bad. So, hey. This is what I don't like when I do my shows and podcasts and shit, and I have the woman on the show. I'll say some shit that be fire, but then they'll try to remix the shit, and it just falls apart and takes out the context and the nuance of what I just said. Nah, baby girl, that don't work like that.
That's what I was talking about with men. I think men... I'm not saying women don't lie, but I think men lie.
Shit.
I have not lied about anything.
Y'all barely tell the truth.
I have not lied about...
You not have lied, but you got fucking eyelashes on. That's a lie. You got makeup on. That's a lie. You got a push-up bra. That's a lie. You probably got heels on. That's a lie. You got fucking clothes that accentuate your body. That's a lie. To hold up maybe even the fat around your fucking stomach. That's a lie. You probably maybe had a BBL. That's a lie. Anyone that got a BBL, lip surgeries, Botox, etc. All of those are lies. It's just so happened in society we don't treat them as lies, but it's still a form of deceit, bitch. This is the thing I want men to start to put their foot down on and say, that's a lie. It's manipulation, it's deceitful, etc. It's cool, but it's still deceitful, it's still a lie. Like, don't try to skate around that shit. More women lie than men, period. Because women lie with their looks and with their fucking, lifestyle and faking virtue and, I'm gonna make you wait. Bitch, you trying to fake like you're a virtuous woman. You're not a virtuous woman. You're just a fucking 3 or 4 like everyone else. Man, y'all, I'm about to crash out on here, bro. I got like 13 people here watching, bro. I'm about to crash out. But let me calm down. Let me chill out. Let me chill. All right.
The amazing thing is that you guys don't ever feel like you're lying when you're lying. That's the amazing part. That's what I find to be, wow.
I do think a lot of women, I do think it is hard for a lot of women to admit that they're wrong, for sure. I do think it, like...
You noticed that, huh?
Yeah.
You seen that? That's what's up.
I said I was wrong, so I don't know.
Nah, for sure. Go ahead.
I mean, I can recognize that. I think women, it is a lot harder for us to be, just like reflect, just being self-aware, you know, to a potential next relationship.
Do you plan to get married?
Yeah.
When you get married, do you also plan to get divorced?
No.
Okay, so it's going to be like one and done on this?
I mean, that would, be the plan, yeah, hopefully.
Okay, hopefully.
I mean, there are a few non-negotiables,
Like what's that?
I think if we agreed to, we had a monogamous relationship, like, and,
you would divorce a man for cheating on you?
Yes.
Saints, go ahead, send in your questions, comments. We're winding down. Send in your questions, comments, URLs, timestamps. We are winding down here.
Hey, I think...
Holy shit.
Do men ever consider, like, just the emotional turmoil that, like, this... Just how hurtful it really is to women when you do this, when you lie. Do you not consider that? Or is that not important because
Say, stop doing. Hey, I don't care what no one says. I'm the one who started the look in the camera shit, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Saint, Myron, y'all did that way after I did that. Because I was doing that way back when, bro. Don't be doing my shit, bro. Don't be doing it. I know you probably don't watch my shit. But I don't give a fuck. I'm going to put my stamp on that shit.
I'm guessing you don't have an old black grandma. Do you?
No,
you don't. Okay, let me share some game with you from an old black grandma.
But answer my question first, and then tell me the game.
I'm about to answer it with this ism.
But I feel like it's just gonna like go down this big old like rabbit hole.
Okay. So
I'm just.
What's your question?
I forgot the question.
Damn.
Y'all don't understand. Hold on. Saint just did something that was diabolical. Y'all gotta understand, I'm not just looking at this through just a conversational aspect. I'm looking at this as an aspect also of body language, understanding women dynamics, being able to actually have conversations with the woman, the flow of the conversations. Can you make her like you even though you're giving them the hard truth? All of those different things as body language and moving forward, making them feel a little bit nervous, a little bit of tension there. All of those different things. So when you're listening to these people that you're listening to, right, you want to make sure that they are doing the things that you would want to happen in your life. For example, if someone is going to be with a woman one-on-one and you can clearly see that he's giving her game straight up, like he gives the same game as, let's say, a Myron, let's say a Brian, let's say a me, let's say whatever, Kevin Samuels, etc. But how are they reacting to that? Are they getting more interested in the conversation? Are they disassociating from the conversation? Are they wanting to know more and ask questions? That's a sign of respect. Or are they trying to disrespect the other person and be like, oh, you don't know shit, blah, 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 because that's a sign of disrespect, right? You want to be able to pick up on those things as well as not just the conversation, all right? Remember that.
They got too many dispensaries in this city. I'm telling you, it's hurting the youth.
No, they're not.
It's hurting the youth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Do men not
consider? Do men consider that?
Do
yeah,
men...
they do. That's why they try to be good at cheating and not get busted. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. Do they consider it every single day? I find it to be inconsiderate that a man would get busted cheating. Mm. I'm like, bruh, if you're going to do it, be good at it.
But why are you lying? Why not just
I'm not lying.
Why not just be open?
I'm not lying.
You're not lying.
Right.
But
the reason why, because number one, most women do not find most men attractive. So the men that you actually find or you settle down with, quote unquote, you're not going to allow certain things. Just like the last video we did with Whole Mouth, you're not going to allow certain things to happen in that said relationship. But in that said relationship, you are getting everything that you biologically want because you yourself is settling down with one man, getting one man, him protecting and providing for you, etc. But he's sacrificing everything that he wants, which is multiple women, variety, etc. So it's not a good deal for men to be in relationships. Point blank, period. Especially if you start to get up to the 7, 8, and 9s of men. It's not a good deal to be in relationships. Unless that's what you want, you're a religious person, and you want to settle down, get married, etc. By all means. But for majority of men in 2025, I don't... fuck marriage. It might not even be good to get into a relationship. I'm just keeping it a bean.
A lot of men are lying. And
they are.
And you're excusing... And I understand that. Not wanting to hurt your partner. This is the person you still want to be with. Yeah. You know, you just need something on the side.
Because you guys are so goofy that you will ruin a family over this man. Be like, damn, she thick.
Okay.
Book up. He done went out in 30 seconds.
Would you not?
You let 30 seconds ruin your family.
Would you not divorce your wife if she someone else?
That's radically different. Because if a woman sleeps with another guy, she is a low-down, dirty piece of trash.
You made a commitment.
Major difference.
Wife. You made a commitment to your wife. You guys made vows. So
I want to be able to really have an argument against this because everything that she can say, he can say, and everything that he can say, she can say. Oh, she's a low down dirty, blah blah blah. He can say, oh, she's a low down dirty, blah blah blah. I want to have a valid argument. Y'all got to be able to help me find a valid argument as to why it might be a little bit more acceptable for a man to cheat versus a woman, because I want to find one. And I want that shit to be airtight. So when I go to TikTok spaces and I go on debating bitches and etc., I want to have that shit so airtight that these motherfuckers can't debate it. All right? Y'all got to help me with that. I can't wait to post this video. Y'all got to help me with that.
It's not about the vows. The vows mean nothing. You don't even believe in God. Marriage is a religious institution.
Okay. Did I say you didn't believe in God? Don't throw that at me.
No.
Don't throw that at me. No, because I never said that.
No.
But you made a commitment to this person. Vows or not.
Yeah.
You made a commitment. If you had an agreement.
An agreement.
If this is a transaction.
It's a transaction. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I think so.
This is the one person who's probably going to hold you down more than anyone else, and you're lying to them.
First off, you gonna snitch on me to the police. I can already tell. But anyways, here's the thing. So I answered your question, right?
It's radically different when women do it. When women cheat. That
was not the answer. I had answered it before that. But if you want to know about that, I'll break that down for you. So, you ever went around slinging dick?
No.
I figured you hadn't. I have. Now, in the case when you go around slinging this meat, it turns out that the penis is an external phallus which can be easily cleaned. You dig? Like, you may have used some of my fine man and woman brand soap in there, manandwomanbrand.com. So a man goes around, he can use soap and wash his penis.
I understand.
And actually clean it. Okay, what am I about to say?
I understand the whole thing. Like, it's different, like a man having 100 bodies and a woman having 100 bodies. It's not the same. We're not the same.
So why does it need to be the same when we get busted cheating?
The whole point is that you lied. You are lying. You're doing.
That's not necessarily the point, and she's being disingenuous. I don't even like saying that word too much no more. But she's lying in saying that, because if you were straight up, she would just leave. If you was like, hey, I'm about to go slang Taylor over there. I'm about to go fuck Taylor over there. I'll be right back. Like, she gonna be like, okay, see you later, honey. Let me go pack you a lunch. Like, what the fuck is she talking about, bruh? If you be honest, they gonna just be like, all right, I'm out. This is silly as fuck. Unless you're them type of dudes up there, or she really sees you as that dude. Yeah, you could probably escape around that. But come on, bruh. You're not finna be honest, and then she allows it, be okay with it, and still stay faithful to you. That's the key word. Still stay faithful to you. Because that's what we value more than anything. You do not fuck nobody else. I would not use that same argument from women to men. You don't fuck no one else. I would say you protect me. I would say you provide for me. And then you don't fuck someone else. It's like 1, 2, 3. And that's the best argument so far that I've found for this cheating interaction and shit. But that's still not as solid as I would want it to be. Let's continue.
That because I'm right. You had an agreement. This
You're
is your partner.
So sad.
You're excusing lying. You're excusing cheating. You're excusing being dishonest.
Do you lie every day?
No.
Do you lie every week?
No.
You go a whole week without lying.
I can go a whole week without lying, yes. Well, I maybe lie to my boss. Well, I maybe like, oh, girl, that shirt looks nice. Yes, but I would not consider myself a liar. I consider myself to be a very honest person.
That's not even honest to say that you don't lie. I think everyone says little lies. You just said you go a week without lying. That's not even honest.
What am I scared of? When you lie, you're scared of the outcome that could come about from telling the truth.
Listen.
That is why you...
I ain't gonna lie to you. I give her that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I give her that one.
Lie because you are scared.
Because you are scared. Because you are scared. Such important decisions.
You had an agreement. You're in a marriage. You guys are committed to each other.
I hear you.
If you're that guy.
I hear you.
Guess what? I'm gonna go. This is what's gonna happen.
Okay, so all right. So let's say
I want to go have sex with someone else.
Okay.
And I'm letting you know.
Yeah, but that's silly, bitch. Like, that's just silly. Because now you're opening the door for her to be okay with herself fucking another dude. And what you as a man value is the protection of the relationship with you as well as yourself, right? So inside men, right, that even when we have these conversations, we are fighting ourselves to stay in a committed relationship with just you. It's literally fighting our biology to just stay in a monogamous relationship with just you, especially if you're not religious and you don't have the backing of religious beliefs, God, faith, etc. If you just out here just modern, it's hard to be like, all right, I want to stay, I want to be in a relationship, I want to treat her right, etc., which you should want to, right? But also, damn, like, there's these other women that want, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, the best analogy that I give when I talk to women about this, it will be like you choosing the best food that you have ever eaten in your life, the best meal that you have ever eaten, with the best drink, with the best dessert ever that you've ever had in your life, that's the most nutritious for you. Everything that you chose, put it on a plate, put it on whatever, boom. Eat that for a day. Eat that for the next day, for the next day, for the next day, for the next day. For 7 days, for 8 days, for 9 days, for a month, for a year. Eventually, you're going to want a fucking burger, bitch. Eventually, you're going to want some pizza. Eventually, you're going to want other things that's not on that plate. That's just how we are wired when it comes to women. That's the best analogy that I can give.
Just real quick.
Hey, you got your...
Just for entertainment.
Your 100 girlfriends? And they all know about each other? Honestly, I respect it.
Just for entertainment, real quick.
For entertainment.
So you get married to L Dumbo, and then L comes to you and he says... Don't insult my husband.
Don't insult yourself like that, okay?
And then he comes to...
See, y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. And then Saint, I know for a fact Saint picked up on it. I know that's why he looked like that. He like, damn, do I address this? Because I don't know if he's about to address this or not. Or if he just, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. This is what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, you don't look at just the conversation itself, what they're talking about. You look at how it's done as well. You look at her body language, his body language, what transpires throughout that conversation. Do she start falling into his frame? Do she start naturally asking him questions, etc.? This is, I ain't gonna lie to you, saying hats off, man. This is why I do watch this nigga every once in a while. I've seen it in a couple of super chats. Man, but no, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey. By her putting herself in the frame of saying, why would you talk about yourself like that? Insinuating that he's the one that's going to be her husband. Oh, that's diabolical, baby. That's diabolical. W Saint. I don't give a fuck. Put W's in the chat for Saint. Big check calling. Everyone does lie. I disagree, bro. Like, me personally, I may have said one lie in the past. Let's say, for example, I don't know, 2 months, maybe. There's few things I have to lie about. I don't even get the point of lying. I really don't get the point of lying. Now, I do understand what she said, and I agree with what she said, but when it comes to women, when it comes to relationships, I'm not trying to save face for these bitches. But like I said, of course people lie, but I don't think they lie as much as people claim they lie. That's what I would say. But yeah, man, put W's in the chat for Saint, bro. That was diabolical.
And he says, look, for some strange reason, you would like to know.
Yeah.
There's this chick. She dragging some serious wagon, so I need to get to bagging. Okay, I got her on my calendar for Friday at 4 p.m. I'm going to go take care of that. And just want to give you a heads up, love. We have little Bobby and little Lillian and little young Sue, the adopted one. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to mess up my whole family here. Mm-hmm. I just want to give you a heads up and full transparency and honesty. Are you going to ruin my family now, or are we just going to rock on?
We would probably rock on. Okay.
Oh, so you just want to hear about it in advance?
Yeah. I think, like, this is your partner. Like, this is the person you should trust the most. This is your wife. I'm trying to speak from just, like...
So if a woman
is saying this or if a man is saying this, that's why I keep saying partner. And there's girlfriends, wives, mistresses, like whoever you're with. So this is your significant other.
If they tell you you're not about to go do any like Lena the Plug type shit,
I think if he
why you gotta hesitate? And that's the point. That's the point, bitch. That's literally the point. If we are going to tell you and be honest with you, are you more likely to fuck another dude in your mind, in your body? That's the point. Because we know once you do, the entire relationship is over with. There's no coming back. There's no trying to make it work. The relationship is done. It's over. If I fuck someone else, it's not necessarily done or over. That's why he just got her in a trap again, bro. He's cooking.
Okay. I feel uncomfortable now.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to go like someone if I'm with someone anyway. But if my man's like, hey, you know, like I'm, you know, a little unhappy in our sex life, or you know, I just want to go have sex with someone else. Like I'm just letting you know. And if hey, this is what we need to do to save our marriage, and you feel okay with this, and we're both comfortable, like do what you got to do. But I would also hope to be with a man if I felt the same way later on. He would be just as understanding.
See, no, bitch. You just defeated your whole argument. This is why niggas gonna continue to lie to you, bruh. Like, bruh, there's no winning then. Then you just be acceptable of men lying then. Just be acceptable. Because you can't on one end say, oh, if you was just honest, oh, yeah, we would be cool with it. We would respect you more. We would be even more likely to not sleep with someone else because you're so honest. You got so much integrity. You got so much transparency. We're going to be honest. And then you're going to be honest and we're going to be so respectable of it. No, bitch, you're going to be more likely to cheat. So, and what's in our best nature is to lie. You're almost forcing our hands to either, number one, lie, or be in a committed, monogamous relationship, and even though it's in my nature and every single fucking cell in my body wants to do what I want to do, I gotta sacrifice that for you when you're not sacrificing your mating strategy for me. Doesn't make sense.
Comments, questions, URLs, tuition. We're winding down here, ladies and saints. Why you can't just be like, look, Quet, I'm messed up. And I'm wrong, but I want to be right.
I'm not messed up. I'm not.
I'm wrong, but I want to be right.
You're insecure.
I'm wrong.
You're insecure.
But
That
is
is why you would never allow for a woman to do that while you're doing that, because you're insecure. You're insecure.
It's not filthy.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, shaming language. It's just women are going to do this in society reasons. Oh, you want a woman to be submissive because you're controlling. Oh, you're toxic. Oh, you're insecure. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Bruh, stop listening. Listen to what they do, not to what they say. I truly understand that shit now. I truly understand that shit.
You're filthy for going at someone else.
Let me ask you a question.
It doesn't matter if it's an external factor.
No, let me just drop some science. Do you mind?
Insecure.
Can we drop some science?
You would feel inferior.
Can we drop some science?
Fuck, you know what? He could potentially lay better.
Y'all gotta pick up on certain things too. This is what I'm saying. I do this in real life, bro. I do this in real life. Let's back up a little bit. I don't even know if y'all caught that shit, bro. Because I barely caught that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, I know for a fact most people don't catch that shit. Bro, when a bitch starts to mirror your mannerisms, your language, your body language, your speech, your tone, your tonality, how slow you're talking, how fast you're talking, your breathing patterns, looking at you, turning their body towards you versus away, all of these different things, that's when you know she's falling into your frame and she's respecting you more. Her body is literally telling you she's respecting you more. He put his hand on the fucking chair like this, and she almost immediately after put hers there as well. But then she caught herself because she's in a emotional debate right now to take her hand down. This is I'm giving y'all a masterclass right now. I'm giving y'all a masterclass.
You would feel inferior.
No, let me just drop some science. Do you mind?
Insecure.
Can we drop some science?
You would feel inferior.
Can we drop some science?
Boom.
Fuck, you know what? He could potentially lay better pipe than you.
He guaranteed he lay better pipe than me.
He probably did, exactly. And you're insecure about it.
No.
And you're insecure
I make love like a wealthy man. I make love like a wealthy man. You heard me? No, he guaranteed to lay pipe better. Everybody lay pipe better than me. Everybody.
If you felt secure about yourself,
I don't fuck the body. I don't fuck the body. I the mind, baby. Everybody lay better pipe than me. I'm in the mind. You heard me now. Dig this.
You probably know that she would be with a man
Here's
who's
the
a lot more
thing.
reasonable than you, and
Here's the
potentially
thing.
take your.
I'm not Adam
Probably not that hard
22.
to do.
I'm not molested. Now, let me ask you this.
Molesting is
How
crazy.
long does semen last in the vagina? How long does semen live in the vagina?
I don't know, a couple days.
5 days. Live up to 5 days in your vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think that's filthy? You go like get banged out by Ron and Day Day, and then you come back to your husband
You don't
in
think
the
it's
same
filthy
week?
that your
No,
husband...
answer that though,
You
and
don't
then we
think
can
it's
go on to this.
filthy
Answer
that-
what I asked you, and then we can go on to your question.
Yes. And I think
So
it's
you
filthy.
said yes, it is filthy.
Yes, and I
Okay,
do think
all
it's filthy for a man to go and have sex with another woman, like, and not.
What is the
letting...
scientific level of filth? I just described a scientific level of filth. What's the scientific level of filth with a man doing the same thing?
A man inseminating, putting his semen into a woman that's going to be there for 5 days? That's the same shit. It's disgusting.
That's
okay. Let me break it down.
Inserting. It doesn't matter. It's both.
No, it doesn't matter. Though.
That actually does matter. Oh man, because she could have easily said something, even though it's easily defeatable. She could have said, yeah, when you enter a woman and you end a woman, you're going to smell like her for, a day or two because skin absorbs. Skin is the biggest organ on your body, and it's going to absorb her juices inside your skin, and you're going to have that, juices inside. She could have went that way, at least make it comparable. But she went, yeah, it's disgusting to leave your semen in someone else. Okay. That doesn't make sense at all. Okay, all right.
You're both in a sexual act,
Uh-huh.
but you're lying about it. That is the
No. Say both
lying.
are no. We're not talking about lying. So both are honest, and just here's the difference. I want you to pay attention.
Okay.
I want you to pay attention to this thing. Mm-hmm. So you have a husband and wife, right?
Okay.
Wife goes out, gets maxed out by Todd and Bob.
Yeah.
Comes back. She has other men's semen in her body.
Yeah.
She's in your presence with other men's semen in her body. If you go in that same orifice, you're poking around your fish stick in someone else's tartar sauce.
Yeah, probably.
Now, conversely, if Joseph goes out and sees Maria, and like whoever else, and then he comes back, there is no scientific difference in his penis. When he lays that meat on you, you get that Jimmy Dean sausage. Is as good as new. It's as good as new.
Is that not how people spread STDs? What are you talking about?
Let's presume there's no STD in both cases. Do you understand the difference?
So disgusting. No, that's still rough.
He's just talking about just the aspect of the fucking remainder of the essence of the other person, bitch. What are you talking about? She's not engaging in good faith right now with this dialogue. She's getting lost in the sauce because she's being emotional. You can start to see because she started to close up. So she's trying to literally combat everything he says through emotional responses versus being like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. But if there's, but what about STDs, blah, 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 blah. Or she give the argument that I gave earlier, which is, it's going to last inside the skin. The skin actually absorbs, etc., blah, 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 blah. That would have been her best bet just to showcase that she can still remain logical, even though under this type of circumstances of debate.
Oh.
Let's presume there's no STD. Do you understand how it's different?
I do understand how it's different.
You see the difference in cleanliness, right?
I understand that. Yes.
Yeah, so
I do understand.
We were actually designed biologically that a female would be with one male and a male would drive to maximize capturing a high number of females. The lower animals as well as we humans. That's why you can be pregnant by one man at a time. I can have an infinite number of women pregnant. We're actually designed that way. So why go against nature?
Why go against nature?
I'm
not against going against nature. Hey, if you want to go out and you want to have 10 girlfriends and you want to tell all your 10 girlfriends that you want to have 10 girlfriends, go ahead. But I think you should be fair about it. I think it's insecure of you.
What's fair? What's fair?
That's a great question.
If she wants to do the same thing, I think you...
That's unnatural.
That's not fair. What the fuck? Oh my God. I think I'm going to just end it with this. I think when it comes to modern day society, they think fair is equal and equal is fair. But that's not the same. There's a difference between equity and equality. There is a very big difference. You can't say, hey, I as a man can go to bars and clubs and you as a woman can go to bars and clubs because that is a difference. I would have to go to the bar and club and then actively talk to bitches to pick up majority of bitches, right? You just need to go to the bar and club. You don't have to actively go out and pursue men inside the bar and club because they are going to come to you. So if you're in a relationship and you say, hey, I don't want you going to bars and clubs, and you say, hey, but I can go to bars and clubs, they're going to say, that's not equal. I should be able to go to bars and clubs just because you could go to bars and clubs, etc. That's not equal because we are not playing on the same playing field. What will be equal is I can go to bars and clubs, but I can't go out and pursue any bitches, right? What will be equal for you, you just can't go to bars and clubs. So I don't like this needs to be, I guess I gotta find a way to formulate it. I can't even speak right now. I guess I gotta find a way to formulate this concept so I can truly get it out to the masses, so it can truly make sense. Because if you're gonna put apples to apples, we men are always gonna be at a disadvantage. Because if we're both gonna be like, yeah, I can go to bars and clubs, and you can go to bars and clubs, guess what? When the bitch goes to bars and clubs, she is getting hit on by tens, if not hundreds of dudes, depending on how big the club is. But you as a man, if you don't actively go out and pursue women, you might get hit on by one or two if you even attractive. If you're not attractive, you ain't getting hit on by nobody. I'm sorry. Sorry, but you ain't getting hit on by nobody. You're just gonna be there with your friends, having a good time, etc. if you don't actively go and pursue women. So yeah, the fair shit, I gotta find a way to, effectively communicate that concept to 2025 modern women. But yeah, this has been a great video. If you like this video, make sure you like me, subscribe. If you want to see more videos just like this, y'all already know where to find me, and I'm out. Peace.